welcome to another podcast. I'm sorry I had to do it from my phone to the laptop because this thing is just acting up. But anyway, this is Big Top Scooby-Doo. We're doing this one. It's about 80 minutes long, so let's get started. I'm going to get this done and over with. Let me just shut off the chat. Off. Just for today because I need a break. I'm going to the convention in a couple of days. I don't want to be bothered by spam. Not today. Not for the next 3 days. So if you're gonna leave your comments, leave it after the podcast is over. I'll change the thumbnail later. I just want to get it done. There's Bugs Bunny. This was from 2012, I think. Right? Yeah, I think it's from 2012. It was not a dual layer, that's why I got this one. Because the Ghoul School and the Legend of the Vampire are a dual layer disc, so I would have to do those downstairs. So next week after the convention's over. I won't be doing a podcast next Tuesday because I'm going to be somewhere. For what? Yeah. Yep, it's hand-drawn animation. I'll just change the profile pic because the phone won't let me change my do a thumbnail anymore. So I gotta just add a thumbnail later. Thumbnails are not that important anyway. So thumbnails are just thumbnails. Yeah, I want to do one-off movies. No long franchises, just one-off movies as much as I can. This is a franchise, but I'm not going to do every Scooby film. You know how many Scooby movies there are animated? There's more than 40, at least, since the 1970s. It's a werewolf this time, or someone in a werewolf costume. Of course, it's going to be at the circus. And here we go. There was a Scooby video game that you fight. It's the second episode was in the circus. Sounds like a Danny Elfman song. I know. That's a cute. It's the same voice actors from most of the other films. This franchise has mostly been targeted for kids, except for that stupid Velma show. Because they missed the point of Scooby-Doo. They try to just piss all over the franchise just to make it more adult. I haven't been to the circus since last year. Next year I'll go to the circus. Because I miss the animals and the acrobats, and also I miss the clowns. By Ben Jones is the director. This has most of the main cast. A bunny rabbit. Ooh. That never gets old. Jersey. Cactus monsters. Yeah, this is Mindy Cohen, the best voice of Velma in my opinion. She met my sister like 2 years ago. She was very happy to meet her because my sister Jessica loves Velma. To hell with what that show said, or that Daphne and Velma movie where they're like, "Oh yeah, Velma was someone of color the whole time." No, she wasn't. Yeah, I have no. Frank Welker, the only voice of Fred, he's been mostly the only voice of Fred in these movies, except Scoob and a pup named Scooby-Doo. It was a different voice actor. Jeez. Yeah, that's the point. A trapeze artist has to be accurate and be able to be caught. Well, Fred, you always have to get your way. You have, he's oblivious to everything except for traps. Because Daphne's like, I want to be with you, and he's like, oh no, I'd rather do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that stupid. If a girl's into me, let's see where it can go. Like they're closed. Of course it is. They're always curious. Because I didn't want to use my phone. I didn't want to get notifications, but it's fine. I'm gonna shut this thing off after I take a nap. And Matthew Lillard had to take over because Casey Kasem passed away a long time ago. So that I get, but in Scoob, why didn't they just get him back? They got Will Forte. Yeah, he's not good Shaggy. No. Clowns. I love clowns. I've been a clown at one convention, not Comic Con, no. They're always running. Yes, there's accents here. Who else is in this cast besides Maurice LaMarche? He does the strongman. You got Jeff Dunham, Greg Ellis, Carlos Ferro, and Peter Stormare and Craig Ferguson. Target. No, it's not the store. Yes, that's Frank Welker doing the same voice. Yeah. Apes and monkeys. That's a monkey. Yeah, they're always running away from something. Sometimes it's just Shaggy and Scooby, like in Ghoul School. Fred is not in that one, and I don't think Velma's in it either. I think Daphne's in it. That makes two of us. After I was a teenage werebear, yeah, no more hairy people like that. See, he even admits. A thingy. He cracks me up because he's always he's always looking at something like that. Which reminds me, I gotta put these coins away. You dummies. Not these. Those pennies can stay here. I'll take these dimes with me. Hold on. Yeah. Garlic is vampires, yeah. Yes. Take it to the convention with me. I'm taking it with me. 5 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, garlic. The silver bullets are for the werewolves. It's hot today. It's in the 70s. It's not cold yet. With the volumes up? Yeah. Yeah, so. I saw Peter Stormare when I was a kid and when Lost World came out. He's from Sweden. Celestia? Yeah, when I was a kid. It's just Ringling Brothers isn't the same anymore. They got rid of their animals. They had a digital dog instead of a real dog. They still got great stunts and, and good MCs and songs, and the production is really top notch, but I miss the animals and the clowns. How could you have a circus without clowns? At least this is way shorter than Spider-Verse by like an hour. Really? Because this is an hour and 15 minutes around there. Wolf. Yeah, they're female werewolves. That's a stereotype, Scotty. At least this one doesn't have those long pauses. Like the Monster Moon Madness is one of the worst I've seen, because they take these long pauses that are just not funny, and then they say the same dialogue again and again and again and again. Here it's not like that. They do this with exposition through pictures. I don't want to. I'm already a wolf. I'm a hungry, randy, uh, lone wolf. No, he's not. He was choking. Who are you people? They're one of the most iconic mystery groups of all time, along with Sherlock Holmes and Charlie Chan and a bunch of other legendary mystery solvers. Nancy Drew. Yeah, there's a lot of very dangerous. Churros have a lot of sugar, guys. I've had those. They taste good, but they're way too sugary. I don't want to be a diabetic. I'm not eating a turtle until the end of the year. He sounds like one of the Russians from Black Widow or something. I don't know what he is, but Stomer is Swedish, but I don't know what accent. Hmm. I was a clown for 10 years. Not professionally, but yes, I was a clown. Jeez. Man, Fred is cursed, man. Yeah, you think? Remember Batman Forever? Yes, he is. So she's Johnny Storm. They don't even do this anymore at Ringling Brothers. The motorcycles in that dome, they don't do that anymore. There's still trapeze artists and acrobats and all that, and the human cannonball, but yes, touching hair, that's always good. At least I don't have to do a podcast Thursday or Friday because I'm going to the convention. So she looks like Booster Gold. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Some people get up that early. Yeah. Again, there is a 5 o'clock in the morning. I just don't get up that early. For Comic Con, I'm getting up at 6 in the morning because I want to get as much sleep as I can. Because there's a lot of people I'm going to meet. I'm going to take a lot of selfies. I'm taking a lot of pictures at the convention. I want to get some footage if I can. Artiste. Yeah, that's Craig Ferguson, the guy from the How to Train Your Dragon movies, the James show, the talk show host from years ago. I'm Scottish. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. I know. That's the problem. Exactly. I'm not. I'm against animal cruelty, but I'm saying I love seeing the animals. At least unfortunately, a dragon. Yes, he did. Hmm. A hurricane. Hurricane. What's a hurricane? I don't know. These people say things wrong. Hurt. No. They only say apes and monkeys are like people because they have hands. Boxodorus. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. What is that? Spanish from Spain? Because I never said Boxadoros either. No, I didn't put this for Hispanic Heritage Month. I forgot. I haven't seen this movie in years. Yeah, yeah. Marisa March. I don't know why he's talking like that. Wah! He doesn't just say when. He's like wah. What are you, the penguin? Yeah, I prefer Marisa March as the voice of Brain. The end. Yes, there's a lot of accents in this movie. That's why I'm getting it out of the way. Quebec. Ah. I don't know anybody from Quebec that talks like that. Wah! Quack, quack, quack. Voice acting is weird, yeah. Poor Velma. And her clothes came off. Yep. Oliverio. Is he Italian? Again. Yeah, that doesn't make it. Ascot. It's called an ascot. Yeah. Yep. I said it. If a woman flirts with me at Comic Con and is not married, I'm going for it, buddy. Yeah, I love the clowns. Yes, they are. No, the clowns are good. Joker was proof that clowns are good. Clowns, being a clown is an art form. If you've seen these French clowns in these mines in France, yeah, it's an art form. I love clowns. Cisco. He looks like a fat Joker. Yeah. Yeah, we there was a clown named Cisco 20 years ago when I was a clown. Oh, so he's Russian? We're 28 minutes in. He doesn't talk. Some clowns are silent, like I said, mimes. I love clowns. I mean, why do you think I dressed up as a Joker for my first convention in my adulthood? Because I love clowns. I always look forward to seeing a clown every year. You, everything. Startup Area? Yeah, again. Did I mention that half of these actors have accents that are not the Scooby Gang? Yeah. At least there's nobody with a British accent here. Bye, Fat Joker. There's no blood, because again, this is for kids. Mostly. It's full of crazy people. Yeah, you haven't seen Batman Returns. Remember the Red Triangle Gang, I think it would call them. Wolf's Moon. Woohoo! No, it's not. Yeah, I wish Australia was a made up place. Why is it? Yeah, they're idiots. Get it? Australia's a real place. I just don't want to go there. anytime soon because I heard their accents for throughout this decade and it's been haunting me. I hope Acox is different than any of these other Aussie chicks that are just forgettable. She does have a cute little laugh. The Rim Reaper. We're 31 minutes in, so we're halfway through the movie. Luckily, it's short. It's not 2 hours and 13 minutes. Thank God, because I don't think I could have handled another animated movie that long. Yeah, you think? You mean Fat Joker? The Again, it's the same design too. The werewolves all look the same. Because again, this doesn't have a big budget. Like Spider Verse had a bigger budget than this. Both of them. No, they haven't taken the trash yet. I don't think so. Hmm. They're in the sewer. Yeah, so he's Harpo Marx using a horn. I swear, there's more accents in this than any of the Scooby live action movies. Yeah, more than those. Just think about that. There's five of those live action movies. You have the two theatrical ones, the two prequels, and Daphne and Velma. Yeah, sometimes we do, especially New Yorkers. The circus is one of the greatest art forms in entertainment because unlike Comic Con, which happens every year and they do it in certain different several states and countries, the circus is is way more dangerous. They don't do crazy stunts at Comic Con. You don't see trapeze artists or acrobats or unless they're there to do a show. Sometimes you see a martial artist. When I saw the Ultraman panel, it was a fight kaiju battle and it was awesome. But that's a rare exception. It didn't happen last year. A clown car. Yeah, she's cute. She's a cute witch clown. Daphne. Embrace it. Yeah, that's for doing 400 voices, Gray, because you do too many. That's funny. I'll have to charge this thing after I'm done. Hold on. That was a good stunt. Mm-hmm. Again, did I mention he's Italian? He just looks angry. He looks like an angry Gomez Adams. It's weird. His design is just kind of off-putting because everybody else has a regular face, but he has like wah. What is wah? Why is Marisa Marr saying wah? I'm a baby. Wah. I'm like, God, that's annoying. That's probably the most annoying character in the movie because Craig Ferguson kind of disappears. Yeah, the crowd is like, what the hell is he doing? Why are you carrying Supergirl's horse? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's in Jersey. Yeah, people in Jersey could take a lot because there was a fire there last year or an earthquake, I think. Yeah, there was some earth tremors there. He was carrying a horse on his back like it was a sack of potatoes. It was weird. Flame on. 40 minutes in. So you get a chant. Yep, I'm Booster Gold. This guy makes Pepper Le Pew look subtle. That's not part of the act. I gotta, I gotta eat something. Mm-hmm. That's dogs, not werewolves. Trap time. The crowd's going nuts. Yeah, you disappeared for 20 minutes. No, they didn't know it was not part of the act. That circus almost went awry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Felix who? Exactly. Scabby. Scabby. It's Scooby, not Scabby or Scrappy. Eh? God. Crabs? Who eats crabs for breakfast? That's if Bree says that to me, I'm gonna bust a nut. I'm gonna be like, Estonia? 1 hour? No. I eat breakfast in 5 minutes. I do not need an hour. That's funny. See, that's funny. Unlike you caught the alien, which I don't think is funny. Because they say it like 9 times in the same scene. Of course, the girls are going to go, it? No, Scooby is a boy. He's not an it. Ugh, excuse me. Scabby, that was funny. I forgot because I haven't seen this movie in years. This is his franchise, Scooby. Again, Frank Welker is the only surviving member of this franchise because everybody else from the original Scooby cartoon from the 60s passed away. The original Shaggy, the original Velma, the original Daphne, and the original voice of Scooby, who was it was Don Messick, not Frank Welker. He was Fred since 1969. Who's that? Woody Allen? It's a joke, people. I know, Scooby. I know. Giggling, it could either be really cute or it could get on your nerves. Like in Mamma Mia. I'm like, oh god, just screw that movie. It's way too much. He's a dog. He's not a person. Pooples. This movie's so weird, man. Why is he dressed like Willy Wonka? No, it wasn't your creation. It was one of them. Oh my god, what happened to Scooby's face? Is he on. Did they give him Botox? Why does he look like that? Scooby is. Oh my god, Shaggy, this meth is kicking in. No one can have a smile like this unless they're on meth or something. Did I mention these movies are weird? This whole franchise is weird. Jeez, this movie. Oh man, I picked the right movie for Halloween season, didn't I? This is one of the strangest ones in the franchise. Yep, he's turning, changing. What? I don't know what to say. Thank God. I can't explain what happened. I'm just see this movie for yourself if you dare. That dream saint made no freaking sense. Dude, calm down. Matthew Lillard, decaf. Please stop drinking so much coffee before you record your voice, because my God. It's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think he's having an episode. And this is why they call him a stoner, because he acts like he's on drugs half the time. The most calm character in this movie is Velma. Oh my God. What are you. Yeah. Yeah, again, lay off of the drugs, dude. Yeah, this is why I don't do drugs, people. I don't want to be like, I don't even take prescriptions without consulting a doctor. A struggle. Mindy Cohen is like the most chill character here. She's not like, yeah. This is definitely a cartoon for kids. Not rated. Yeah, this movie is rated N for nuts. It's so crazy. I won't donate it. I just think that it's crazy. And this isn't even the most craziest Scooby-Doo film because I saw the one with Courage the Cowardly Dog, and that was mental as well. Yeah, see, she's breathing in slowly. Shaggy's like, yeah, he's overacting in this because it's Matthew Lillard. Are you expecting subtlety from this man? He hasn't been subtle since the day he did the Scream franchise. The first one. Wolverine? What is Wolverine doing here? This isn't Marvel. He looks like Wolverine. These look like the X-Men. Yeah, like Wolverine. Yes, it must. That is Wolverine. That is. Why do you look like Wolverine? Seriously, guys, he looks like Wolverine. Like comic accurate Wolverine with the hair and everything. You know, Logan from the X-Men, aka Wolverine. No, they're not. 10 countries, not. There's not 10 continents, you idiot. There's 7. And Australia is a country and a continent. Which is ironic because that's where Hugh Jackman's from. See, this guy's creepy. This creepy Gomez Adams looking dude. That's a good one. There's the clowns again. This is a smaller audience. Clowns are cute. Yes, I would date a girl clown. It's an art form. I would even kiss her with the makeup. I don't care, guys. I am not so. I am self-aware, and no, it doesn't. You're not Wolverine. Where's your claws? Scabby. That was funny. Why is there a bald-headed chick? Is she supposed to be Storm or a Wakanda woman? It's not in a dog suit. Yeah, I have nothing to say to that. I said, this is a weird movie. If you go into thinking this is going to be like some musical or something that's going to be, I don't know, for everyone, it's not. You have to have a lot of tolerance for weirdness in this movie to see it. See, Fred, that's Peter Stormare. Not a dog. Wolves are not dogs. They're way more vicious. They're in the same family as coyotes and dogs, but they're not. They're more vicious. You can't train a wolf. They're very wild animals. That's why they live in the forest and not in like this major city. Because even my dog has bitten me many times or scratched me. We're an hour and 4 minutes in, so almost done. It's a suit. No, wolves don't have red fur. A fox has red fur, or a cat. It's a suit. It's a suit. They're raboons. I don't know what a raboon is. So if Greg Ferguson is the villain in this movie, the the Scottish guy from the How to Train Your Dragon movies. Yeah, that sounds really good. See, I know how to do the accent, John, because I've heard it so many times, not just from Karen, but from half of these movies. See, it's a mask. It was glued on. That's ridiculous. The good thing he's not in Shrek, because after Shrek, I was like, yeah. Ugh. See, the kidnapped the was it was it the ringmaster? Yeah. Yeah, this movie's weird, man. It's one of the weirdest movies in the franchise, and that's saying a lot. And people wonder why I'm not a big fan of accents. Some of them can be sexy, some of them are just really annoying, or some of them just make me laugh my head off. It's not a costume. See, a lot of people in this movie are morons. Like Fred, I broke bones, and it wasn't my bones, it was somebody else's. Yeah, yeah. Wait till Comic Con. A lot of people are going to be making bank. And I'm willing to give my cash to anybody who is worthy of my cash and hard-earned time and the time it took me to get that cash. Eh? No, go away. Plus, the circus that I went to was not in a tent because it was inside of the Barclays Center last year. No, it is for me. Theater is a big performing art. Uh, Das Britania. What? Cisco is a Brit? I thought you'd never leave. I'm like, that was really weird. But hey, he got one line of dialogue. If you're gonna put a Brit in the movie, don't give them more than one line, because then that's gonna kill me. He's not a mute. He can talk. See, she's the genius. See, the movie could have just ended here, but no. They gotta pad this out to 80 minutes. 70 minutes in already. It's like, I like to steal, man. Yeah, ooh. This ending just feels kind of padded a little bit. You're the main characters. That's CG, yeah, the train scene at the end. It's mostly hand-drawn animation, but there's some CGI that they use to enhance some of the vehicles. Dogs don't hold grudges because they don't have human emotions. They feel things, but they don't have human emotion. I know. It is wrong. Yeah, that's CG. I do like taking the train. I haven't taken a railroad in a long time. Cough it up, you dirty baboon. I didn't get that. He's a dog. He's not a monkey or an ape. Yep, he's taking the box office. It's crazy. Yep. Monkey see, monkey do. Nope. No more bullets. Where are the darts? I have no idea what he said. That's right, monkeys, get them. It's like, remember the monkeys in Superman that they were writing in the on the internet? Hippie. Again, you are from the 60s, the late 60s. '75 minutes. We're almost done. Yeah, the ending feels a little bit padded. They could have stopped at the train and then the movie could have been over, but they had to have another suspect. It feels like the ending of Back to the Future 3, but. Eh? Monet, did that? Janelle Monet is not in this movie. She said no. She was doing Victorious at that time. Mm-hmm. Just like, just like the movie theaters. If it was just what young people, not kids. They're not kids here. Hey, knock off Wolverine. the Wolf's Moon concert. Of course, he's gonna drink water. Nope, I gotta mute this. Shut up, please. Shut up. Oh my god. Yeah! What do you? Why do people make weird noises? Steeda, yes, Peters, you can't sing, dude. This could have been cut entirely. Yeah! I'm like, why are you making noises? This is one of the weirdest endings in a Scooby movie. Oh my god. Thank God it's over. That was one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen in my life, man. And that's saying a lot. Like I said, voice talents. Let's just get to this. Frank Welker, he did Scooby and Fred. Mindy Cohen only did Velma. Gray did Daphne, of course, like always. Matthew Lillard, yeah, again, Decaf. Greg Ellis, he was Marius. Marisa March was Acrobalt. Peter Stormare was Wolfgang, or whatever. Jeff Dunham was Schmacko. Jess Harnell was Human Scooby. Candy Milo was Jean. And Craig Ferguson is Whitney Doubleday. Man, that was weird. Well, that's the end of Scooby-Doo for today. I won't do another movie till next week. But thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and tomorrow I'll be doing another podcast for Mindhunters, the movie from 2004. So see you then.